Could Morgan Corinthos return to Port Charles? Here's what we know so far. Hello everyone, welcome to General Hospital. If you're a fan of Port Charles and all the drama that unfolds there, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into a burning question that has sparked debates among fans for years. Could Morgan Corinthos return to Port Charles? Morgan Corinthos, played by Bryan Craig, met a tragic end in 2016. Yet, as soap fans know, no one is ever truly gone in the land of daytime drama. Death is often just a plot device to keep the suspense alive. Over the years, viewers have been teased with Morgan's name and likeness, hinting at a possible return. So what's the likelihood of Morgan stepping back into Sonny's orbit? Let's dive into the details. Morgan's heartbreaking exit. Before we speculate about his return, let's revisit Morgan's departure. Back in 2016, his storyline ended in a devastating car explosion after Ava Jerome tampered with his bipolar medication. Struggling with his mental health and feeling overwhelmed, Morgan stole his father's car, which tragically detonated due to a planted bomb. His passing shattered the Corinthos family. Sonny, Carly, and Christina were consumed with grief, while Ava's role in Morgan's death created ripples of guilt, revenge, and heartbreak that still affect storylines today. Morgan's exit wasn't just another character departure, it was a turning point for General Hospital. His death highlighted the seriousness of mental health issues and the complexities of family loyalty and betrayal. The 2 times Morgan has returned. Interestingly, Morgan hasn't stayed entirely absent from General Hospital. In 2018, Morgan made an appearance as a figment of Ava Jerome's imagination. Riddled with guilt over her role in his demise, Ava envisioned Morgan in an emotional confrontation that left fans nostalgic for his character. In August 2024, more recently, Morgan appeared in a scene with his father, Sonny Corinthos. Sonny was on the hospital roof, struggling under the weight of his mental health issues after his medication was tampered with. Morgan's sudden appearance seemed to stop Sonny from making a fatal decision. However, fans were left questioning whether Morgan was a ghost, a hallucination, or a manifestation of Sonny's subconscious. Both instances sparked renewed interest in the character and fueled fan theories about his possible return. Why Morgan's name keeps coming up lately? Morgan's name has been dropped more frequently in GH storylines. This isn't a coincidence. It's often how the writers plant seeds for a big reveal. Ava's trial. Ava Jerome's upcoming trial for the death of baby Irene/baby Adela has brought Morgan's tragic fate back into the spotlight. Christina Corinthos Davis is relentless in her pursuit of justice for both her daughter and her late brother. She has repeatedly called out Ava for tampering with Morgan's medication, drawing attention to the ripple effects of his death. Family dynamics. The Corinthos family has never fully recovered from Morgan's loss. Whether it's Sonny's guilt, Carly's pain, or Christina's anger, Morgan's presence looms large. His return could serve as a catalyst for healing. Bryan Craig's potential return. Bryan Craig, who brought Morgan to life, has remained a fan favorite even after leaving GH. His portrayal of the troubled but lovable Morgan earned him 2 Daytime Emmy Awards. Since leaving GH, Bryan has been busy with other projects, including roles on Valor, Grand Hotel, and Good Trouble. While his schedule is packed, Craig has expressed interest in reprising his role in the past, under the right circumstances. But even if Bryan Craig isn't available, GH has a history of recasting iconic characters. Could a new actor step into Morgan's shoes? Fans are divided on this possibility, with many feeling that Bryan is irreplaceable. How could Morgan return? The world of soaps is known for its outrageous twists and turns. If GH decides to bring Morgan back, here are a few ways it could happen. Survived the explosion. It wouldn't be the first time a character presumed dead was revealed to be alive. Perhaps Morgan was rescued after the explosion but suffered memory loss or was held captive by an unknown villain. Faked death. Could Morgan have faked his death to escape the pressures of his life in Port Charles? If so, what's kept him away for so long? And why would he choose to return now? Back from the dead, soap operas have dabbled in supernatural elements before. While rare, it's not impossible that GH could explore a storyline involving Morgan's resurrection, whether literal or figurative. Flashbacks or hallucinations. Even if Morgan doesn't return in the flesh, he could appear in flashbacks or as a hallucination to influence the lives of his loved ones. What would Morgan's return mean for Port Charles? The return of Morgan Corinthos would send shockwaves through Port Charles. Here's how it could affect the major players. Sonny Corinthos. Sonny's grief over Morgan has defined much of his character in recent years. A reunion with his son could bring closure or reopen old wounds. Carly Spencer. Carly has struggled to move on after losing Morgan. His return could challenge her newfound peace or complicate her relationships. Christina Corinthos Davis. Christina's fight for justice in Morgan's name has given her a sense of purpose. How would she react if he were alive? Ava Jerome. Ava's guilt over Morgan's death has shaped her character arc. If Morgan returns, how will she atone for her actions? Fan reactions and theories. Fans have taken to social media to share their thoughts on a potential Morgan comeback. Some are eager to see him return, believing it would breathe new life into the Corinthos family dynamics. Others worry that resurrecting Morgan could cheapen the impact of his death. Popular fan theories include Morgan returns to take over Sonny's empire. A love triangle involving Morgan, Michael, and Willow. Morgan becomes a rival to Dex Heller, Sonny's protege. Why Morgan's return matters. Morgan's potential return isn't just about one character. It's about the themes that make General Hospital so compelling. His comeback could explore redemption, forgiveness, and the enduring bonds of family. Morgan struggles with bipolar disorder, and his tragic end brought important conversations to the forefront. His return could continue to shed light on mental health issues, showing that recovery and hope are always possible. What do you think? So, General Hospital fans, where do you stand? Do you want to see Morgan Corinthos return to Port Charles? How do you think the writers could bring him back, and what would it mean for the Corinthos family? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for all the latest General Hospital spoilers, news, and updates. Thank you for tuning in to our deep dive into the possibility of Morgan's return. Until next time, stay safe and stay connected to all things General Hospital.